Hey everyone, welcome to the show. As you see, I'm wearing Hunter's Orange to go deer hunting with my friends Donald, J-Law, T-Swift, and Joe. So we're going to make this a quick episode, so hang on tight. Here we go.
Yes, but before we get to all the picks and last week's results, we're going to do a quick segment about the best duos of all time. Let's start at number 6. Wayne Gretzky and Mark Messier. Together on the Edmonton Oilers, they were a force that dominated hockey, capturing multiple Stanley Cups and setting records that still stand today. Number 5, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the unstoppable Lakers duo who brought Showtime to life and led Los Angeles to 5 NBA championships in the 1980s. Then there's number 4, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, the deadly quarterback-receiver combo for the 49ers that redefined passing in the NFL and claimed multiple Super Bowl titles together.
And they're kind of like our number 3 pick we came up with at the WFFL for the greatest duos of all time. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, the ultimate NBA duo, leading the Chicago Bulls to 6 championships and defining an era of basketball dominance. I mean, the fact we have these guys in the number 3 spot says a lot about the duos in the number 2 and number 1 spots.
Yeah, it does, but I mean, this duo at number 2 has earned their right to be here. John Daly and Cigarettes. The golf world's unbreakable duo, proving that chain smoking on the green was just Daly's way of staying focused. The legendary golf duo that puffed their way through every course with style. While others were focused on greens and fairways, Daly was a trailblazer, pairing each swing with a smoky exhale that said, par, maybe. Marlboro? Definitely. Between his neon pants, questionable diet choices, beer and hot dogs included, and dedication to his cigs, Daly became a symbol of golfing rebellion. Together, John Daly and Cigarettes proved that sometimes in the high-stakes world of golf, consistency in lighting up can be as important as consistency in lining up putts.
Yes, so true. That's why I think it's a tie at number 2, even though no one agrees with me. I believe that number 2 should also have Shaquille O'Neal and free throws, a duo that's unforgettable for Forgay, unforgettable for all the wrong reasons together. They made bricklaying look like an art.
Yeah, but we voted and everyone else disagrees with you, Donald. So let's get to the number 1 duo in sports history to date. Who's going to do the honors?
I'll do it Big Salami. So the WFFL News podcast has voted twin brothers, Mike and Mark Rick, the number 1 duo in sports history. In the mid-90s, the twin brothers were a feared force in Class B high school football. Playing both offense and defense, they left opponents dreading game day, knowing they'd face relentless tackles and unstoppable drives. And they could have gone pro in baseball, football, basketball, or even tennis, but chose a different path and are still wildly successful today, a fact that surprises no one who remembers them.
Well, there you have it, folks. The top duos in sports history. J-Law, you want to give us the results for Week 10 picks?
Yeah, sure, I'll make it quick so we can get back to hunting. Tight Fit clobbered Klein's prison pocket. The score isn't important since Klein's prison pocket obviously doesn't understand the importance of scoring points. Let's just say Tight Fit ignored the safe word during this rendezvous. Deep Threats gave the trifling bitches a non-consensual colonoscopy in an absolute beatdown. Again, the points don't matter. If you're watching the podcast like you're supposed to be, just look at the scores on the screen. If you're just listening, well, you're screwed. Dark Bittner made some bat soup out of all Batman's team, 173 to 131. Again, that's Bittner winning. It's like 7 in a row or something like that. Team 23 barely made it by the Mustangs, 130 to 123. Although the Mustangs lost, I would like to give a shout out to Ulmer's lovely wife and his 2 daughters. We heard they're huge fans of the podcast. Thanks, Team Ulmer and family, for the support. And for the last matchup between Russ's Rumblers and Houday and the Blowfish, well, we are currently doing a recount of every point because it just doesn't seem possible that Ruffsvold's team won. Apparently, Klein's prison pocket wants 10th place more than Russ's Rumblers.
As you can see, J-Law won the week with a 4-1 record. Good for you, J-Law, but we gotta move on. Okay, now for the picks for Week 11. I'm going with Tight Fit over Deep Threats for obvious reasons. Trifling Bitches over all Batmans. Dark Bittner over Houday. 23 beating Russ's Rumblers. Hate Me If You Want to, Russvold. And Mustangs over the future last place team, Klein's prison pocket.
Very nice, Salami. I'm taking Tight Fit as well because Klein is a putz. All Batman's over the trifling bitches because Kramer's an idiot. Dark Bittner because the train is rolling. 23 over Russian Rumblers. That was the easiest pick mathematically. And Mustangs over the D-bag duo KPB.
I'm taking Tight Fit over Deep Threats. After last week, Taylor and I went and got our vaccination shots to defeat the Klein virus that only affects women. I'm also taking the trifling bitches, Dark Bittner, and 23. I am going to give KPP a chance to earn my pick again. It's their last one, though.
Joe and I are taking Tight Fit. all Batmans, of course. And surprisingly, Joe talked me into taking Houday and the Blowfish.
Yeah, and we'll also be taking Gogler and his Team 23, which is the best, and I suspect they'll be in first by the end of November. And we are taking KPPPP as well, mainly because we feel bad for the equalizer, and we feel if he sees outside support, he may do better. It's kind of like a mental placebo.
And that's the show, folks. Cue the music, Stewie. Good luck this week, everyone, and let's go!
Produced by Dark Side Studios, where I pour my heart, soul, and raw artistic genius into every episode, only for you ungrateful bastards to ignore it. You're missing out on a masterpiece every week, but I'll keep creating just so you simpletons have something to not appreciate.